So what I'm noticing is that there's a lot more people going off grid because frankly, they're realizing they don't have to live in a city anymore. Let me explain. So previously you would live in a city because you had to work in an office. Now people can work from home. All they need is a computer and an internet connection. So all of a sudden they're realizing, why are we paying such an exorbitant rate for housing when literally I could put my house anywhere? I don't need to be located close to an office anymore. Like, I've got a Starlink dish because I couldn't get regular internet, and this allowed me to live out in the woods while still having full access. You can do this now. And when I mean the prices are cheap, I mean $13,000 for 40 acres. Here's 143 acres for $300,000. This is 6 acres of land on a lake in BC for $177,000. Your own ranch with a log cabin for $300,000. How about for $200,000, you can live on your own island. You can't even buy an apartment in a city for that. Here, this one's only an hour and a half out of downtown Vancouver, and you can get acres of land for $78,000. The only caveat is it's on the other side of the Fraser River from the power, so you have no power on it. That is the problem with all of these remote properties like this. They're really cheap to get hundreds of acres of land, but you have no power. Now the problem is with overhead distribution power lines, you're looking at about $130,000 to $200,000 per mile. So let's say roughly $100,000 per kilometer. Now, in my last post, I said the price of a power line is about $10,000 to $15,000, which is high. Yes, you can do it between 3 to 5 if you live in the prairies or somewhere close to a town where you don't need to put in a lot of infrastructure. But if you're in the mountains in BC trying to build your house up here, expect to pay a lot for that power pole. That's why all these places were so cheap. Now, thanks to solar and hybrid battery electric systems, you can buy a place anywhere and get power to it for a fraction of the price you pay for power to hook up. Now, you're right, getting into town might be a pain, but if you're working from home, you maybe have to go into town once a week. No big deal. You can literally buy 40 acres of land, build a house, put it off grid for less than half the price that you would just get an apartment for in the city. So this is why you see tons and tons of people moving to off grid. I know personally, if it was me, if I had $500,000 and I had to choose between having a 2-bedroom apartment downtown in a city or having 50 acres of land on the top of a mountain, I know what I would go with. So yeah, more and more people are going off grid every single day because of this work from home thing. It's a big trend I'm noticing in my business, and it's kind of cool to see.